I'm just so happy to be back from our very long vacation. My family went to Japan and the Philippines, and so I'm very, very haggard. And I thought that, oh, I might as well do a tutorial to show that even if you're haggard, even if you have no sleep, even if you're stressed because of all the travel, long hours of travel, no sleep, tired, anxious, you can still look your best when you do your makeup right.
Try not to hold me down, feel alive when I'm in this town.
This is my very first episode after my comeback, and if you know anyone who might need help with how to fix their makeup or their face because they're looking so haggard and don't know what to do, they have to go to a party, they have to go to work, they have to go to school, they have to meet someone, they're on a date, like, share this video and subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe. My name is Jackie and I'm here to help build your self-esteem, especially when you're on social media. It can be very tough on social media, but you know what? We are survivors. Today's episode is actually an accidental tutorial episode because my family and I just arrived from a very long holiday in Japan and the Philippines. We had a 14-hour trip back from Manila to Vancouver. So no sleep, stress, travel, anxiety, rushing here and there, and you're just so busy, you have no rest, so you're very haggard. So I thought, maybe I'll do a little bit of a makeup to see how you can look more fresh with makeup, even if you haven't had any sleep. So I thought I should try and see if I can fix this. Let's see if makeup is going to work. So we're going to discover this together. And just a tip, if you're going to a day's event, your best lighting is daylight. Like when you're facing the window and you let the natural light come in and that lights up your face while you're doing makeup, that's the best. Because when you see that it's thick, it's really thick. But when you're using night light or vanity mirror lights like this one, sometimes you think it's not thick and then you go out there and it's actually very thick. When you use your vanity light, don't put so much makeup, because if you're going out in the day, then you want it to look very natural. So I become an expert on that because I work every day and I use my vanity light to put on makeup, and so it turns out to be normal. Okay, let's start with the tutorial. So I thought I should go a little thicker today. So here's my CoverGirl foundation. I use some branded items, I use some drugstore items. So, well, come to think of it, they're all branded, right? But like name brands, there you go. But it depends on what my skin needs or what my skin finds helpful. See, because there are drugstore brands like CoverGirl, Maybelline that work perfectly, and you know, you don't have to spend thousands of dollars to become beautiful or to feel beautiful or to look good and feel good about yourself, right? I use my fingers. Sometimes I use my sponge. Now, as I mentioned earlier, I'm gonna make it a little bit thicker, so, well, you can't really hide these lines, you know. Now, you know the secret in covering haggard eyes and dark circles? It's not the shadow or the powder, it's actually the highlight that you put under the eyes. You want to make it pop up, pop up. So I'm just gonna put that first. I will end up using my fingers because I love using my fingers. Actually, I don't really put this much makeup, but because I am just curious to see how I can cover all these eye bags. So the cake that I'm putting is this one, Yummy Skin, number 4. It has a little spoon on the cover, and this is my favorite. This is just very basic. I use this all the time. My tartelette, it's kind of scratched already, but you know, because it has all the colors that I like. My shades are more on the purple, brown, black, mauve, burgundy, you know, cream, that range of colors. So I'm gonna first put this highlight, but I put this at the top. This one gives a good emphasis on your brows. Did I tell you that I got false eyelashes? I think they're obvious in the Philippines, courtesy of my youngest daughter. She told me, "Mama, let's go have your false lashes done." So Jaclyn Hill, I'm gonna use my favorite highlight, so this one. Where am I gonna put it? Here. This one will create depth in your eye, so just this little corner here, and then spread it out a little bit. Again, if you're doing this for if you're putting makeup for the day, make sure to use daylight and don't put too much. Less is more. But for purposes of this tutorial, I'm gonna just exaggerate them all so that they show more clearly. Oh, you know what? I have this Eve Pearl. This one's given by my friend. They're all given. And then I'm gonna put here, because this one's really a concealer for the eyes. Earlier, I just put foundation, right? So you wanna make sure that you do a good coverage. Look at how big my eyes are becoming. Yeah, if you want your eyes to become larger, you gotta make the surroundings pop. And there's more. We have more to do. I'm happy with my lines. Okay, so I'm gonna put CoverGirl, my favorite, pressed powder. Some people put like spray. I haven't reached that level yet of putting setting spray on my makeup. So far, this works. Again, for me, if you can be frugal with your makeup, with your skin and beauty care routine, whatever, then be frugal, right? Now we're gonna put some, I'm just gonna follow the contour of my eyes. You know, when you put eyeshadow, do not change the shape of your eye. Do not alter the look of your eyes. You can enhance. That's what I always say, enhance. So I'm gonna use this medium brown. See this one? It's this crease here. That's my normal crease. See, that's deep. So I'm just gonna follow that. Because you know why I have to darken it? Because I put lots of foundation, right? So we have to maintain the actual proportion of light and shadow. And I'm gonna contour my nose too, because the foundation just flattened my nose. Now let's follow my crease. The goal is, after you put on your makeup, you should still look like you, not like your neighbor or someone else, right? You want people to still recognize you, like, hey, you look so good today, something like that. I'm just putting a shadow where the crease is. How do you wipe away makeup from your face? Make sure you use the right wipes and okay, make sure it doesn't harm your skin. And then I'm gonna blend it. I have a blending brush. The secret of using a blending brush is that it smoothens everything. The goal is that you should not see the end of one shade and the beginning of the other shade. Everything should just be gradually blended, like the gradient color, right? Am I looking fresher now? Okay. Now I'm gonna line my brows. I'm just using a black pen because I'm dark. So I'm gonna line only the lower outline of the brows. It's my style. I'll show you why it's good. Okay, just like that, but not that only. Okay, and then I'm gonna put my favorite. This is my brow liner. It's very thin. It takes a while to get used to it because your hands are trembling, and then you end up having so much hair. I'm just gonna line it. Light strokes, brushing strokes. No, I love putting makeup. Ever since I was ever since I was I'd say 17, 18. Back in our days, you don't even put nail polish until you're like a lady, like 25. So yeah, I started putting makeup when I was 17, 18, and I started drawing my brows then. How about that? And that's why I love this one. Oops, too much. Oh, I tell you, gradual. I've tried other liners, but I swear by NYX. If you want your brows to look natural, and that's why I only lined the under, so that I have more freedom completing the rest of my brows. And I'm gonna use this dark brown to just fill in those little spaces and maybe extend it a little bit. Okay, I need to fix my contour for the nose. I'm closing in a little bit here. And then I have concealer for the nose contour. Well, it's the highlight thing. Blend. Again, make sure it blends very smoothly so you don't see the end of one color and the beginning of the other color. Now, see, I have my lashes, which I love. They're already, I'm losing some, but otherwise it's still good. But see, you can't have so much lash on your upper lid and not have anything under. So what I do, because I don't use my liner for my lashes, I am just going to put a little smudge of my dark brown purple thing. This one. See, brush, brush, brush. Yeah, right there. Before I had these lash extensions added, I would use liquid eyeliner for my upper lid and this one for the under. The reason why is because when I was using pencil eyeliner, you talk a little, laugh a little, cry a little, and it's all smeared and it didn't look good. And you know, when you sweat or things like that, throughout the day, you already lose everything, and then you have to retouch and it looks messy. And you know, when the pencil eyeliner smears around your eyes, it really stays there until you actually clean your eyes. So I don't use that. I've always been using liquid eyeliner, I'd say for probably 15 years now, and I swear by it. And I'm going to show you my liquid eyeliner, okay? Just in case you don't want lash extensions. This is a good brand. Again, it's drugstore and CoverGirl. As long as it's liquid. I use black. There was a time I liked using dark brown, and I like dark brown. Actually, I think this is black. Dark brown makes my eyes less sharp or fierce, because sometimes my eyes can look very fierce when I look straight into your eyes, or when I'm talking, when I'm so enthused, when I'm so like all over you talking. So the beauty of lash extensions is I didn't even put any eyeshadow really except for that light brown. So we're gonna do this one. I never use this. As you can tell, it's hardly used. But I thought I should give it a try because you're with me, and if I mess up, we mess up together. I will need a different kind of brush. This one I actually use for my dark shadows, just the triangular corner, you know, like here, upwards, you know, going up. You know, I'm dark, so when I use light shadows, they hardly show. I end up using dark on top of it, so which is probably what I'm gonna do. If you're light skinned, this is definitely gonna work for you. I'm gonna add this. You know what? I'm gonna add my favorite on top of it, because we want it to be natural. I'm gonna add this, because this one defines the corner of your eyes. You know what time it is? It's 10:07 in the evening. I'm still jet lagged, so at this time of the evening, I'm still very alive. Okay, this one will make my eyes pop up, and because it's darker here, the focus is on there and will not be on your hooded eyes or dark circles. And then my blending brush, again, just spreading it all the way. Now, I don't usually do this, but because, well, I see people doing this a lot, but then because today I saw someone doing it again, I was like, okay, I gotta do it. I gotta try. We're trying so many new things together today, so I'm gonna put a highlight underneath. I'm gonna use this, I don't know, this. You see, you have to do it very slowly, and that way you don't cover your brows. Ooh, look at that. I love it. But this is, of course, a highlight. Then put a little bit of a concealer here. Now we're gonna put contour on the cheeks and here, hairline. So much to do. But see, the reason why I love makeup is because it's like painting on canvas. I paint, so I like doing that. It's almost like a hobby. Well, it is a hobby. So I'm gonna use my NARS. I like this shade, that's why. Just where my cheekbones really start, right? As I said, you don't want to change your face. You want to enhance, especially after you put foundation, because when you put foundation, you cover all of those shadows, so, or, you know, creases. This is my Charlotte Tilbury concealer, given by my youngest. You know, I never, ever would put sunscreen on my body. I grew up in the Philippines. We're used to the sun. So when we moved to Vancouver, I never really used sunscreen until I noticed I had these dark blemishes that have started to show up. So I need to see a derma. If you know of a derma, or if you know of someone sharing on YouTube how to cover your blemishes. What do they call it? Melasma? Melasma? Please refer us to each other, because I need their help. I feel that when I use my fingers, I have more control. Are you excited? We're getting there. But see, I look fresh now. And then I'm gonna put a little color. We can't not have color. Like blush color. This is my Fit by Maybelline. And then you don't put this on here because you already put your brown contour. You just put a little at the top. Just where the outer corner of your eyes meet your temples. I want to do a vlog because this makeup better not go to waste. Okay, now I'm gonna put lip balm. Oh my gosh, I love lip balm. Why am I putting lip balm? Because I'm gonna put my lip liner. You know, when I go to the drugstore, I look at the colors, I imagine the texture, and I buy it. I go to the drugstore brands first before I go to the actual name brands. Although the name brands, usually you find them in Sephora, you know, so. I don't also change the shape of my mouth or the size, I just line them. See, that's still my lips. You know why? So yeah, you go like, okay, why do you still put lip liner if you're not changing the size of your mouth? For me, lip liner is not for that purpose alone. It's actually just to make sure that your lips still stand out, especially if your lip color is light. In my case, I always combine dark and then light on top. You'll see why. This is by NYX. See, once you put lip balm, it's easy to roll the lipstick, right? See, it's really lovely as it is, right? But I'm gonna put this one. This is my favorite color, light color. It's by L'Oreal. Drugstore brand. Toasted almond. I'm gonna put it on this and see the magic. See how I turn from like really all like bold to subtle. See the difference? So it's really up to you. You can use dark, you can use light. You know, it's funny because when I wear black or anything, I don't wear dark purple or whatever. When I wear black, I actually don't use red lipstick. I use light. And then the final touch. It's my lip gloss. I can't not have lip gloss. I love lip gloss. It's by LA Color. There's a lipstick here. I don't really use this lipstick. I tried it, but it's too hot pink for me. But I love the lip gloss, so let's go. And I again put it just at the center. Learned this from JLo. Just at the center. There you go. Now, do I look fresh? I'm gonna show you a photo that I took of myself before I did the makeup. And then now, and then compare, right? I want to vlog so bad. I want to talk about my episode, my trip, my travel, because this makeup better be used. There you go. And then let's do the final touch. Let's have a complete makeover, okay? What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add this is my real hair, but it's thinning, of course. What do you expect? I'm 61, turning 62 next month. Can you believe I'll be 62 in August? Should I smile? I'm just happy to be able to do things that I'm doing right now at my age. Now, let's do my extensions. So I cut from here. What do you do? What do you do when you're putting makeup? When I'm putting makeup, I listen to podcasts on YouTube. I listen to Finance Matters. I listen to inspiring messages. I listen to gossip. Who is your favorite gossiper? I wouldn't say gossiper. Who is your favorite host on YouTube who talks about gossip, celebrity gossip, right? I like Megyn Kelly. Well, she doesn't just talk about celebrity gossip. She's a real broadcast anchor woman. So I like her. Her topics are very varied, and she can jump from one topic to another, and her guests could ask her any question and jump from one conversation piece to another, and she's like, yeah. She'll start talking about Meghan Markle, and then she'll start talking about stocks, and then politics and all that stuff. So I am such a fan. I also like Sebastian. Oh my gosh, Sebastian. I forgot his last name. I'm gonna put his link in my description because I love him. He's so funny, and the good thing is Sebastian, he talks about celebrities, and he tries to be as close to the truth. He doesn't make up stories. And the good thing about him is that he actually has he's very wise. He has actually a very good head on his shoulders. And he has values, you know, a very grounded person. And he talks about values a lot. So he's not just there to share information or talk about celebrities, but he's gonna tell you why he thinks this is okay or why this is not okay, and then he'll tell you what would have been a better one. And you know, he doesn't side with celebrities for the sake of siding. Even if he likes celebrities, like he loves Selena Gomez, but if Selena Gomez is in the wrong, he's gonna say so. So that's the kind of talk show host that we're looking for, right? He will not mince his words. He will not make up stories just to protect the people that he follows, right? If you're wrong, you're wrong. And I also like Rodrigo Riguero, whatever. His name is so long. He's also a commentator, and he talks a lot about the Sussexes.
Hello, welcome back, my Royal Rogues. My name is Jesus Enrique Rosas. I'm the Royal Rogue. Tonight we have eveRIAthing, pointing to the article splitting their brand for, well, mainly for Meghan's benefit.
I'm really disappointed. You know, when they got married, I even set my table like high tea. I actually set the table. I made little canapes, cut little cakes and cheesecakes, and celebrated high tea. I had my teacups and all that stuff, and I was fixing my table at like 1 o'clock in the morning, 1:20 after I watched the wedding, so that when my family woke up, they would see that my table breakfast was set for high tea. I was such a big fan until they decided to leave the royal family. I mean, okay, you're leaving the royal family. I already felt sad, but the fact that you are talking behind their back, and it's not even right. You're making up stories just to create your brand. That's not how it's done. That's not how it's done. So I think my makeover is done. Hair by Rhea Jade, or website Rated R. My daughter, she takes care of my hair. She gives me all these extensions, and she makes sure that mommy is pretty and presentable at all times. And then of course, eyebrow brush, everything by all those that I gave you, all those brands that I showed you, and makeup by myself. So spread the word around. If you know of anyone who's needing to put some makeup and cover their haggard faces or their wrinkles, or you know, just want to look good after not having any sleep or after having a hard night, maybe you can share this channel, and hopefully it will help them as much as I know it has helped me, and I hope it's going to help you. And it's not even about we're not even talking about how you can look 20 years younger than your age, which I think happened today, but otherwise you can definitely look just as good even if you didn't sleep well. So that's what my tutorial is about. Let me know if you want to know more about the brands that I use and the colors and things like that, and I will definitely reply to your comment. I try to reply as promptly as I can. When I see it, I reply right away because I work full-time, so I may not see your messages during the day, but by 6:30 I'll be on there. So I hope you enjoyed my makeup tutorial, and I hope that you look just as fresh when you apply these techniques. And remember, whatever makeup you use, your best makeup is your smile. Smile. Your on candid camera. Bye for now.